Old graphics don't always have to be bad, but sometimes people prefer a lot more realistic looking graphics. Especially nowadays with Unreal Engine 5, what games are capable of nowadays is insane. However, we're going back in time today to check out one of the best Zoo Tycoon 2 mods that is infamous within the community. Not everyone back in the day liked Zoo Tycoon 2's silly art style. We didn't really have a realistic game competitor. However, one team sought out to remake it all. This is Radical Remake. So Radical Remake remade pretty much everything in Zoo Tycoon 2. The UI alone is iconic. It has this beautiful sleek black UI style that really is so cool. Not only that, but they also remade all the loading screens, all the biomes. It turned Zoo Tycoon 2 into a completely different game. It's so crazy to see just how much of this game was touched up by Radical Remake, and just how awesome all of these animals really are. Not only did they touch up the animals, but they also touched up so many of the new biome plants too, that it just feels so synonymous. Now, one of my favorite things about Radical Remake were all of the new remakes and all the new remasters for the aquatic animals. In particular, one that I was always impressed by was the rockhopper penguin. Look how awesome it looks. And not only that, they also remastered the water to the point where it looks so realistic. So yeah, back in the day, they would actually remake packs in like these big bulk kind of orders. It was always so cool. So they released all of the Marine Mania ones pretty much as like a single group, and it was so cool to see that. The leatherback sea turtle in particular was always such a cool one. Like, look how beautiful that is for Zoo Tycoon of all games. The green sea turtle as well. I always loved how many different colors you could get of these guys. And I think everyone loved the orca too. Look how gorgeous this one is. It's also kind of funny to see like the small stuff they would include in here. Like, why is this a Canon camera? Why does this exist? Now, many people might be wondering the animals that were never remastered. One in particular was the great white shark. Aurora Designs never really touched this one. So yeah, kind of like high school, Aurora Designs and like, you know, the rest of the Zoo Tycoon community always had a little bit of drama. And one of the results of this drama was the fact that some people were not allowed to touch other animals. So yeah, some animals like the great white shark and infamously the lion were never remastered. So they pretty much remastered every single base game Zoo Tycoon 2 animal, except for one. Yeah, unfortunately the lion remaster never got to see the light of day. But yeah, even looking at some of the trees, it's so cool to see just which ones were able to be remastered, because they look so much more beautiful now. But it's also weird to see which things never did get remastered, considering they're like such an integral part of the game. Like, tell me why the branches got a touch up, but the bananas still look like Dookie. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, these were my Tide Pods as a kid. And yeah, while some of the extinct animals never really did get remastered, other design teams would kind of take up that route. The dodo was always like one of the best looking ones. Like, I love the iconic blue dodo from Zoo Tycoon 2, but these are just fantastic. The day that these got released, it was so cool. But yeah, just a huge appreciation to like the biome paints of this. They always look so cool. I mean, they changed so many of the names too, so like wetlands became freshwater. I think they actually added that. But grasslands has like temperate grasslands now. There's Mediterranean scrublands. It's so beautiful. Montane is kind of like a cloud forest for like your pandas. I love the texture of the reef one. It's so gorgeous. However, one of the things that they never really got to touching up were the guests. But honestly, I really don't mind it. I mean, I don't know. I always never preferred realistic looking people in video games because it's just gonna look bad in like, you know, 15 minutes after they release it. All of these look so different from the time that I've played this game, so it's so cool to see just how much more they were able to get done with Radical Remake. Like, for some reason, I don't even remember a Wolverine at all. What the hell is happening there? I also like this. This is kind of cheeky. They took the black leopard and turned it into the African leopard. So now you actually get a new species out of this, which is so cool. But now you can kind of start to see where I start to have some flaws with Radical Remake. Like, don't get me wrong, it is incredible what they were able to do with, like, the graphics of this, like, 20-year-old game, but sometimes it just doesn't really match. I don't know, maybe in the future, once, I hike up my laurels with Planet Zoo, I could go back and, like, do some intricate terrain stuff, terrain mods and stuff like that to help bring this out a bit more. Because, I don't know, I feel like one of the first things that you would actually remake in Zoo Tycoon 2 are the paths, because they still look like they're made out of Play-Doh. I just can't get over how they were able to make the animals so shiny in here. Like, look at that glaze. That's so cool. But yeah, this just looks so out of place, and it's so funny to me. Like, what I never understood was why people didn't just make a lion remaster or something like that in the meantime. But hey, what do I know? God, the secretary bird looks so cool. Oh man, I remember their little animations when they run and stuff. God, look at them go. Such a cool animal. Now, one of the things I'm always impressed by are good-looking reptiles, and Radical Remake had some of the best ones. Granted, it's just the Nile monitor and the Nile crocodile, but that stuff is just still so cool. Like, look how beautiful these guys are. Look at that skin detail. The smiley face gets me. I wish they had, like, a super HD smiley face. I feel like that'd be so funny. I guess they never really remastered the pygmy hippo. That's kind of weird. The hippo was always so cool to see, too. Look at these guys. Yeah, like, there's such a weird line between this beautiful, realistic model and the fact that the city still looked like this. But still, I remember the days where I would play Zoo Tycoon for, like, hours on end. I would play with Radical Remake. I would play with all, like, the Zeta Designs mods. And it was just, like, the time of my life making all these beautiful zoos. And yeah, I think there were just some other little remasters in here that really weren't anything too crazy, like the shelters mostly received, like, visual updates, so, like, the kelp bed looks a little bit more HD now. I especially love these stables, too. They look really good now. And yeah, mostly it was just these small little texture upgrades for the buildings. Nothing really that changed the model on them, which I guess I kind of appreciate. Kind of interesting like that. But still, I don't know. It's interesting. But yeah, there's just so many animals in here. It's so crazy to see just how much effort was given to this. I always loved the lemurs. They look like their tails. So cool. Yeah, back in the day, this was the coolest pack in the world, I swear. The peafowl as well. Just the texture upgrades on here alone. So beautiful. And this is like one of the best African spurred tortoise models I've ever seen in my life. Look how good it looks. Like, that's something I give the, like, most amount of props to Aurora designs for. Reptiles are extremely difficult, yet every single time they made one, they knocked it out of the park. Like, look at the giant tortoise. It looks incredible. The okapis look so pretty too. Oh my gosh. Guys, I kind of want to make a Zoo Tycoon 2 zoo. I feel like that would be so fun to make. I don't know. Maybe we'll save that idea for the future. You know, another thing they never did get to remaster. The Asiatic black bear that pretty much no one knew about. But yeah, that's really it, my friends. I thought we would kind of take a little trip back through memory lane. After, like, our last Zoo Tycoon 2 mod video did pretty good, I figured we might as well just check out this big one over here. So thank you guys so much for being able to stop by for this one. I've been absolutely living for everyone kind of like coming back to some Zoo Tycoon 2 content, so it's just been such a blast to get back into it. If you guys did enjoy it, let me know if there's any other Zoo Tycoon 2 mods out there that you'd want me to check out. I'd absolutely love to get back into this game, check out some of the stuff I might have missed from the past, and really just check out some more Zoo Tycoon stuff. And who knows, maybe by then this guy will be remastered. So thank you guys for watching, I really do appreciate it. If you guys did enjoy the video, don't disappear like this aardvark into the grass. Make sure to drop a little comment and let me know if you liked it. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, and have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Goodbye now.